Shidou flying header. So this is like a cool panel. So let's try and draw this. So he's like, they do an effect with the wings. I might have to do that with color. So he's like, the ball, it's right up here, right, real small. So I'll have to zoom for you. Right here, I wanted to try and fit in as much of the body as possible. So I'm right over here on the side. So I'm just going to get his nose sort of in the right place. Upside down 7, or like letter L sort of thing. Right for his nose. It's like a hook or something, or a capital letter L. That's what I normally think of. And then his nostril, just there. And then that massive eye of his. So he's got like a real big, so we'll go like real big black spiky eye. So diagonal first, and then we will bring it around. And he has this black thing at the back of his eye, so it goes like this way. It's kind of round on top. Big spike here, and then we go down again. So this is the kind of shape we're dealing with now. Very, very dark black outline for his eyes. There's loads of like wrinkles. His face is all sort of contorted and twisted and stuff. So there's all like frowns and all this. And then he has like big eyelashes, right? Big blonde eyelashes. So we'll go, yeah, just out for those. Right. And then, so his eyebrow is like in behind this. So it looks like it just comes out, say, here, down. Right? So it's like a big frowning eyebrow. You can kind of see the top of it here. And then a bit of an eyelid line, like that. Okay, no iris or pupil. There's lots of veins on his face as well. So the ball is like destroying his, well, he's destroying the ball already, but it's kind of like, it's like taking the shape of his forehead, right? So say like his forehead goes out here, then the ball kind of, the ball comes up this way. And then it starts to go around, right? So it's kind of like squished. So we might as well just get the ball in now while we're here. So it kind of comes out this far, down around, right? Okay, so it's kind of circular out here, but then squishes to his forehead. Okay. There's all details in there, but we'll just get the rest of his face first. So he's gritting his teeth. So top lip out and in. And then we go sort of straight down. And then we go out and in for his bottom lip. And then down for his chin, which is just real strong angled chin. And then his jaw comes back. That way. You can see his teeth in here. So, right, so we'll just do his mouth kind of open, curves up for top lip. Down that way. Then back around, up. We got some face lines there and stuff. And then we can see teeth inside. So it's a bit of a shadow here in the corner of his mouth. And then we've got like big teeth lines here. And then they do draw in the gum line. So this kind of thing, just black sort of spikes there, and a couple down here as well. Okay. So just above his jaw, we got a little V for a sideburn. Then his hairline goes this way, and the ear's in this gap, so it comes out from the sideburn line. There. And then the ear lines. This kind of thing. And his hairline keeps going down this way, and it just goes down towards the football then. And then there's all these like veins, right? So they draw it in kind of very loose, kind of tree branch kind of things. So like letter Y's kind of, you know, like that kind of a thing. And then some here. There's like some sweat and stuff. Right, so the rest of his hair then comes out kind of, it's real spiky, so it just goes out the back here. Right, and then he's got those sort of big spikes that come out from the front of his hair there. Maybe like you can see another one on that side. Some like textures everywhere. there's some markings on the ball, so this can be tricky now as well. So it's like, you know, these sort of patches on the ball. It's kind of like this kind of thing. It's like a black and white alternating pattern. So just up that way and then out from here. Okay. So that kind of a thing. Now, body anatomy, right? So 2 hands, 2 legs. So we'll get his neck in anyway. Kind of like an Adam's apple shape. Sort of sticking out here. And then there's like some neck muscles. And his collar comes out. And they do another sort of vein, I think, here. Okay. So, like this black collar here. And then it joins like his back, right, and his shoulder. So this will go, squeaky chair, sorry. This will go this way. And then this shoulder comes down this way. So we get like his black sleeve in there. And the black sleeve on the other side. So I think it goes like this way. Disappears behind his back. So his back comes up here. And it's all marked in by these black lines, right? So his back comes down, right? So he's going like a bullet, like Superman sort of flying, right? Here, and then the bottom of his jersey is just drawn in here. And then like his armpit for this, you know, his like sleeve and his back all there. And this is all black, so you can't see anything really in that. Shidou 99 is written here, and there's some white and black lines there. Okay, so like his arm and elbow is this side. Come down, bump out for his elbow. His forearm then comes down there. And your forearm is like thick at the top and then real skinny down at the wrist area. There. And then we have some folding lines just at his bicep. Stuff there, right, for his skin tight. Sleeves. The other one is kind of turned back the other way. Can't see his elbow because of all that like pink stuff. Like a pink effect. Well, it's like ink in the manga. It's like crazy. I'll do it with like color. I would advise that's probably the best for everyone, I would say, instead of drawing it in. So this arm, I think, like sticks out here. Okay. I'll do like the hands and the feet together. But like that's the basic shape so far, right? So his shorts, so his legs are flying out, right? And his shorts are just these kind of like square shapes. Right, so other side sort of there. I think they're just grey, sort of, they're not. Okay, one leg is out further than the other, so the small leg and his calf and his socks are all sort of, it's bent up. So we can see like, I guess this would be what, his knee? Like his thigh and his knee. So it's probably a bit bumpy. There, and then his calf. Well, it's like the top of his sock really curves around there. And then like the back of his leg will go there. And like the front sort of disappears into his boot. And there is some like top sock lines. Like in there, right? His boot starts here, but I'll get the other leg in maybe first. So his thigh going that way, and you've got like the back of his sort of knee. And then top of his sock, his calf muscle out wide, and then gets skinny into here, to his ankle sort of. And then the top of his sock line. It's like Achilles tendon probably there. Okay. So we got to deal with hands and legs and then sort of add some hands and feet and then deal with some details like his number on his jersey and stuff like that. So what do they do first? Boots or hands? Boots are kind of complicated. Let's do them first. Get them out of the way. So his heel curves around here. And then it seems to go down, up, sort of a square toe to there. It's kind of like a figure 8, but the top is kind of like pointy, or it kind of looks like a peanut. You know, like a monkey nut sort of shape. Right, and then the plate for the studs curves around here. Okay. And then we've got those studs, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Little pattern there. And then there's, to make them kind of look a bit 3D, you got to do like another little section down here. coming off them. And then there's like some lines that go around this. Okay. Right, and then his other one probably goes off the page, the other boot, right? So we get the heel sort of section here again. Mightn't fit it all in. It's a similar sort of shape. We got this sort of peanut. It goes off that way. Again, there's like laces just here. And then the studs. 1, 2, 3, 4 at the back. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 maybe. And then just do this, sort of make it look like it's sticking off the bottom of the boot. And then we'll go around them. Sort of sole plate. So these sort of lines. Right, hands now. So hand down here. So we'll go down like so, kind of outstretched fingers and hands and stuff. So it gets kind of wider as it goes down, and then we start hitting knuckles and fingers. Kind of bumpy. Right, 3 of them, and then we get the pinky long still, and then like fingernails on them. His thumb is back in there somewhere. And then the other hand up here. So we go this way. Out for, that's what's his little finger first. There. Like the palm of his hand is here, like that, right? And then like some extra little details, and I think his thumb, where would that go now? It's like obscured by all that pink, well, his like wings that he's using. I think it's like that. All that wing stuff is like, there's all debris, like there's loads of stuff here. Grass all coming off his boots, and but I think I'll just do some details on the back of his jersey, and that's us probably done. So is this the PXG? Can't remember when this happened in the manga. I think there's like white lines here. And then 99. So we'll go 2 little circles. And then the 9 comes around. And it can be bumpy because it's on clothing. It doesn't have to be perfect, because like clothing has all these wrinkles and stuff on it. And then maybe we'll do his name. So right. And then of course that if you want to add, like if it's a manga drawing, it's like ink and pencil shading maybe or something. But color, pink wings. Like they go like this way, like all out here. And on his body a little bit there. But there you go, Shidou diving header. Hope it's helpful. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.